Hey there, how are you today? My name is Dana Damara, and you have landed on Astrocast. This is your weekly forecast from May 22nd to May 25th. I'll be honest, I'm just coming off a beautiful retreat in Joshua Tree, and it was just so amazing and grounding and really just divinely perfect. I just finished unloading everything, and I just am looking forward to this beautiful week ahead. The space in between the new moon and the full moon, and that week between the full moon and the new moon, for me, always seems like a moment in time where we can kind of regroup and get clear. Now, if you haven't listened to the previous forecast or the new moon, go back and listen to it because on the 20th, just after the new moon, we had Jupiter at 0 degrees. We had Mars at 0 degrees. And we also had Pluto at 0 degrees. Just in the early morning hours of the 21st, the sun moved into Gemini out of 0 degrees. So we have a lot of this energy around the precipice of new beginnings. Like it's undeniable. And I'm smiling because it's just so powerful when we not so much live our lives based on what the astrology is, because that's just silly. That's just silly talk. But instead, when we use the astrology as a blueprint for wisdom and how to maybe understand what's happening. So the theme this week is the word confidence, and a couple things I want to say. Okay, so first of all, Mars moves into Leo. And if you have Mars in Leo already, you're going to feel a sense of like time to go, time to make this SHIT happen, right? Really saying time to start the car, time to light that ignition. Now, the only thing with Mars in Leo is that it's both fire signs. So you really need to guard against impulsiveness and reaction instead of response. And at the end of the week, I just want to get this right. At the end of the week, the sun will square Saturn. So this is the very end of the week. So the beginning of the week, we start off with Mars, with, first of all these planets moving into a new sign. 3 planets, 1 sun, new sign. Okay. So that's this like whoosh of forward momentum, huge confidence. And then at the end of the week, okay, the sun is going to square Saturn, which when the sun squares Saturn, we're talking about things becoming real. We're talking about taking responsibility. We're talking about working on that project. No more procrastination. And the theme, confidence, having a sense of confidence to move forward, not to be confused with impulsiveness or egotistical confidence, right? Like almost like this humble confidence. When we do that, when we don't procrastinate and we move forward with completing something that we say we're going to complete, that's where we really begin to develop confidence. So I want you to think, maybe not think, but feel into this whole, fiery sense of excitement and, oh, I had this great idea and this is the thing. And I want to tell this person this, or I want to start this project, or I want to do this. And instead of just like plowing through, really allow yourself to feel that sense of confidence. Like, I can totally do this. I can absolutely do this. It's a game changer. And then all week long, Venus is going to sextile Uranus, which Uranus is all about liberation, freedom, divine inspiration. Venus is all about love and abundance and money and financial flow. So you want to stay open to your creativity and maybe some divine ideas on the how, right? Like you don't want to charge forward with what you think you're supposed to be doing or saying until you kind of have all this divine alignment come through. It's a beautiful week to follow your intuition. It's a beautiful week to say, what were those new moon things I wanted to surrender to, or that I wanted to let go of, that I wanted to move toward, and know that every day this week is moving you in that direction. And then, of course, the 3rd, we have our full moon. But for now, I'm just going to go a little one step at a time, right? So I would say do your best to stay grounded in what it is that you truly desire. Do your best to focus on really what brings you joy and what makes you happy, and really surround yourself with beauty, like beautify your home, explore your creativity, um, be open to something shifting in a way that makes your life easier. I'm all about ease. So we'll just see how that shows up. And of course, if you want to know anything about your chart, it's really important with Jupiter moving. It's really important all the time, but it's interesting with Jupiter moving into this new sign and with Mars moving, just to see where these planets are on your natal chart. So if you want your chart read, feel free to reach out to me. You can go to my website, dana@danademara.com, shoot me an email. If you can find it on my website, it's just Work with Dana, astrology readings, all the information is there. I did lower the prices till the end of 2023 just because I thought that was the right thing to do. So hopefully that will entice you to do a reading with me. And if not, just stay tuned. This is like, I'm thinking of the word like swoosh. It's the only way I can think of it. It's just this beautiful burst of energy to kind of usher you into what's next. I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate you listening. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.